around it. And I was going to make my little speech. And
Willie Nelson was born in 1933 in Abbott, Texas during the Great Depression, a time when survival was a daily challenge and childhood often ended before it began. His mother left shortly after his birth, and his father remarried and gradually drifted away, leaving Willie and his sister Bobby in the care of their grandparents. The home provided shelter and structure, but emotional warmth was scarce, leaving a quiet void that shaped his early years. It was in that space that music first became essential, not just a pastime, but a lifeline. By the age of 6, Willie was learning to play guitar, and by 7, he was writing songs. By 9, he performed in church and local gatherings, not seeking recognition, but expressing feelings that had no other outlet. At the same time, he worked in fields and small jobs, shouldering responsibilities beyond his years, which taught him endurance but left little room for security or rest. This combination of early independence and emotional absence formed a foundation of resilience that would define him, while also leaving a lingering sense of loneliness that would follow him throughout his life. Early career and struggle. As Willie entered adulthood, he pursued opportunities wherever they appeared, working as a radio DJ and performer, eventually moving to Nashville in the early 1960s, hoping that talent and persistence would secure his place in the music industry. Yet he was told repeatedly that he did not belong. His voice was too rough, his phrasing too unconventional, and his presence too different. These rejections reopened wounds from childhood, and he struggled with increased drinking and emotional pressure. During this period, he faced intense personal challenges, including moments of deep despair and suicidal thoughts, which were less sudden crises than the continuation of sadness he had carried for decades. Willie emerged from these struggles not from comfort or stability, but from abandonment, labor, and unspoken loneliness, forming a character both enduring and deeply aware of life's fragility. Marriage and personal turmoil. While his career slowly gained momentum, Willie's personal life was shaped by the same instability that had marked his youth. He married young, seeking love and permanence, but stability proved elusive. Over 4 marriages and 8 children, he faced patterns of conflict, distance, and emotional strain. His first marriage to Martha Matthews brought 3 children but was fraught with volatility, amplified by alcohol and constant touring. His second marriage, to singer Shirley Colley, initially offered calm but ended when he fathered a child with another woman, shattering trust quietly but irrevocably. His third marriage to Connie Kipka lasted longer and offered periods of relative stability, yet the same patterns persisted, and the fourth marriage ended under similar strains. The road and his own emotional walls made lasting connection difficult, and family conflicts sometimes escalated into difficult and dangerous situations, reflecting how unresolved personal struggles could extend beyond himself. Loss and grief. Even as fame brought success, Willie Nelson was not spared the deepest human sorrows. The most devastating blow came in 1991 when his son Billy died at the age of 33, a loss that divided his life into a before and after, leaving grief that could not be outrun or rewritten into music. The death of Billy, who had struggled with addiction and depression, was unlike any hardship Willie had faced. It penetrated all layers of his resilience and reshaped his experience of life. Other losses followed, including the death of his mother Merle in 1983, leaving unanswered questions about his early life, and the death of his daughter Renee, whose brief reconnection brought hope that vanished too quickly. The passing of his sister Bobby, his lifelong musical partner, removed the last link to his childhood, leaving him with memories increasingly unshared. Alongside friends and collaborators who had traveled the long road of music with him, these accumulated losses left Willie carrying grief alongside creativity, never fully healing but learning to live with it, allowing music to honor and preserve the memory of those gone. Financial crisis. Even at the height of his career, Willie faced challenges that could erase everything he had built. In 1990, he learned that he owed over $30 million in unpaid taxes, a debt built through poor advice and misplaced trust. Federal agents seized properties, equipment, and personal belongings, leaving him stripped of material security in public view. Yet, true to his resilience, Willie turned to music once more, recording the IRS tapes in 1992 to repay what he owed. This period of financial collapse was not only about money, but about the fragility of life, the impermanence of possessions, and the necessity to start over even after decades of work. Out of this hardship, he approached his career and life with greater caution and realism, understanding that stability is never guaranteed and that survival sometimes demands reinvention. Health and the passage of time. Willie Nelson's life has been marked by the slow reckoning of his body alongside his mental and emotional trials. Smoking and long years on the road took a toll, with a collapsed lung in 1981 and carpal tunnel surgery in 2004 reminding him of human limitations. Chronic lung issues and emphysema followed, making breathing a daily challenge. By the late 2010s and into 2022, health issues, including complications from COVID-19, required him to step back from performances and slow down. Alongside these physical struggles, he gradually stepped away from alcohol and smoking, adjusting habits not as triumphs, but as necessities for survival. Despite these limitations, Willie continued to perform with care and intention, his voice carrying deeper resonance, shaped by decades of experience and endurance. He learned that perseverance is not about ignoring limits, but adapting to them, honoring the body that carries both memory and creativity. Transforming pain into music. What defines Willie Nelson is not simply survival, but transformation. Taking the hardships, grief, and losses of life and turning them into music that resonates with millions. His songs have long carried honesty and emotion, reflecting loneliness, love, and endurance without pretense. Albums and performances became vessels to process absence and preserve memory, giving listeners a space to find solace while Willie continued to carry his own burdens. His legacy grew not from avoiding hardship, but from engaging it fully, letting it shape his voice, his lyrics, and the empathy he extended to the world. Each song is a testament to the beauty and pain of a life fully lived, bridging personal experience and universal feeling. Legacy of resilience. Willie Nelson's life illustrates how success and suffering can exist together, intertwined and inseparable. From a childhood marked by abandonment to a career defined by both triumph and instability, every chapter of his life has been shaped by struggle. Loss, financial collapse, illness, and personal setbacks are not separate from his achievements. They are part of the journey that informs his art. Yet he continued forward, not by denying hardship, but by embracing it, honoring the past, and turning experience into something meaningful. Through Farm Aid and other quiet acts of support, he extended empathy learned from his own hardships to others, showing that survival is not only personal, but shared. Continuing to inspire. Even in his 90s, Willie Nelson remains a presence, performing with honesty and humility, embodying resilience and openness. His music no longer seeks to prove anything but to reflect a life fully lived, acknowledging those who have been lost while celebrating the act of endurance itself. He demonstrates that survival does not mean the absence of pain, but the ability to live fully alongside it. His story is one of adaptation, courage, and steadfast humanity, a reminder that life's trials, though relentless, do not have to define its worth or dim its beauty. Willie Nelson's legacy is built not on perfection, but on authenticity, empathy, and the unwavering choice to keep going despite everything, offering listeners not just music,